Hey everybody, welcome to the 9th day of our 21-day yoga challenge. I'm happy that you arrived on your mat. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get started. Closing the eyes, sitting tall here in our simple seated posture. Turning the awareness to the breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Become aware of how the air feels as it moves in and out of your nostrils. Settling into the quiet of this moment. Settling into the breath. Strengthening the connection between your mind and your body using the breath. With your eyes closed, visualize yourself in this shape, sitting on your yoga mat, quiet, face soft, spine long, sitting tall. See yourself sitting here on your mat. And now turn your awareness from seeing, from visualizing, to feeling. Feel yourself sitting on your mat. Feel the breath move in and out of the nostrils. Press the palms together at your heart. Set your intention for this practice. Infuse each of the postures with this intention. Opening the eyes into the room, untying the legs. Beginning in table pose. And from table pose, moving between cat and cow pose. Waking up the spine, making some connection with the body. And throughout today's practice, make the commitment to feel your way through each pose. Making your way back to table pose. And now let the belly hang. Turn the tail up towards the sky. So belly's hanging, ribs hanging. Notice how this feels in the spine. And now tuck the tail, engage the belly as you draw the belly back towards the spine. Finding this body awareness, so valuable. And now hang. And bring awareness back into the body. Draw the navel back towards the spine. Long, strong arms. Take the feet wide, tuck the toes, press back into downward facing dog. Wide legs. And now walk the hands back to the feet. Heel toe the feet so they're about hip point distance apart. And fold into this forward fold. And walk your way forward into plank. It's going to build some fire in the body here, creating some space. They call this tapas practice, fiery enthusiasm, burning the rubbish. And so imagine you're burning the rubbish in the belly, creating space. Little mini crunch, so the back of the heart moves up towards the sky. And now take the left knee in towards the chest and place that foot back down on the floor, right knee in. And we'll move back and forth in between these two phases. Left knee in, right knee in, back and forth. Nice mindful steps here. Good. Drop the knees, child's pose. Reach the fingertips forward. Take the gaze towards the front of the mat. Spread the fingers on the mat. Body awareness. Building fire in the core a moment ago, and now softening. Walk both hands over to the right. And through center to the left. And back to center. Reach forward. Now tuck the chin and come all the way up onto the tips of the fingers. Round the back up towards the sky. And now tuck the toes. Press back. Downward facing dog. And left foot forward. Drop the right knee. All 10 fingertips up towards the sky. Low lunge. Hands come down to the floor, pyramid pose. Lengthen through the front leg and fold over that leg. Engage the belly. And now place that knee back down onto the floor. Bend the front knee. Here we are. Low crescent again. And pyramid pose. And low crescent. Find the flow in between the two. Savoring each pose for a moment, going a little deeper into each pose each time. Last pyramid pose. And now high crescent. Bend that front knee and take the fingertips up towards the sky. Take the gaze up towards the sky as well. And now bring the hands back, take an interlace, and drop the knuckles down towards the floor. Wide open heart. It's a bit of a balance pose, so mindful as you hug the muscle to the bone. Release the hands come up, and bring the hands down. Swing that left leg high into the sky, back behind you. Bend the knee a lot, and now place that foot back down onto the mat. Downward facing dog, and now right foot forward. Drop the left knee, fingertips to sky, low crescent. And hands come to the floor, just like before. Pyramid pose, long, strong front leg. Bend the knee. We'll move back and forth between these two poses, each time going a little deeper into the pose. Finding your flow. Last low crescent. Last pyramid pose. And now bend the front knee, coming into high crescent. Fingertips move up towards the sky. Come up and out of that front legs bend, and then sink all the way back down again. Gazes skyward. Again, bit of a balance pose here. Hug the muscle to the bone. Squeeze the glutes. Draw all the energy into the central core of your body. And now take that interlace. Hands come back behind you. Drop the knuckles down towards the floor. Wide open heart. Release. Crescent. Hands come down to the floor. Step back. Downward facing dog. Roll forward into plank. Drop down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Drop the knees. Child's pose just for a moment. Find the breath again here. That's why child's pose can be so valuable. It's a nice resting pose. Regather yourself. Now tuck the chin and roll up. We'll come into a seated pose on our mat and take the right foot into the left inner thigh. So we find this pose, inhale all the way up. Pivot so that you turn the chest, the ribs towards the extended leg and fold. You may or may not bring the hands to the feet, your choice. Maybe it isn't your choice at this point and you're still working towards that. Fold nonetheless. And now reach the fingertips up and all the way up towards the sky. Drop the arms down behind you. Open the heart. And now lift the left fingertips. Lift the butt up off of the floor and come up into a modified wild thing. You're on the knee. Good. And come all the way back down. Switch sides. Pivot here, so move the body towards that extended leg. Inhale, arms come up and overhead and fold. Fold deeply here. Let the back round. That's perfectly fine. Reach the fingertips forward and up towards the sky. Arms drop down, back behind you, opening the heart nice and wide. So building this modified wild thing, the left hand's going to come down to the floor as the right fingertips reach up towards the sky and then back behind you. Hip points lifting. Eventually, you may drop that extended legs foot. And coming back out. Soles of the feet together, cobbler pose. Interlace the fingers beneath the pinky edges of the feet and drop both knees down towards the floor. Sink the heart down towards the feet. So you feel a big opening in the groin. And coming back up. Leave the right leg on the floor. Hug that heel in towards the inner thigh. Grab the big toe with the index finger and the middle finger and extend that left leg. Open the right arm out and up. Fingertips reach up towards the sky. Now, if this is not possible for you yet, grab back behind the ankle or back behind the knee. Your choice. Come in this full extension. Navel back towards the spine. And place that foot down. Take the opposite leg, opposite foot into the hand, and lift. Again, ankle, knee, your choice. Find that extension. Find the stillness in the posture. And release. Soles of the feet come back together. Cobbler pose. Interlace at the pinky edges of the feet. Drop the knees and fold a lot. Drop the forehead towards the toes. Keep the chin tucked and roll yourself up and out. We're going to come into a fully reclined position. So first, take a full body stretch here. Extend the arms up and overhead. Roll the wrists, the ankles. Find some action in this. And now draw the knees into the chest. Forehead to the knees, rolling in this little ball. And now opening back up. Starfish shape. Create this starfish shape with your body and soften. Soften completely here. Relax. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Bringing the feet in, rolling over to your right side as you open up the eyes, pressing all the way up into seated. Thank you so much for practicing yoga today, for making the decision to arrive on your mat. Closing the eyes, we sit tall together here. Bringing the fingertips to the space between the eyes for calm, clear thoughts. Bring the fingertips to the lips for calm, clear, open communication. And bringing the hands down in front of your heart for a calm, clear, and open heart. May each of us teach peace through example. Thank you. Thank you, a million thank yous. Namaste.